Today we will be visiting Siberia, Russia to discuss historic pagan burial rituals. We have a lot to cover, so let's get right into it. Firstly, we will be discussing above-ground burials. The Nenets are the largest ethnic group in Siberia. Due to the harsh climate, the Nenets typically engaged in above-ground burials. Nenet graveyards were usually located on hilltops. After one died, his or her body was transported to the cemetery using reindeer. Upon arrival, the individual was placed in a wooden casket. Tools and weapons were placed in the casket too. These items were meant to be used by the deceased in the afterlife, either to protect him or her, or help him or her. Weapons and tools, such as the bow pictured in this image, were broken and bent beforehand, the idea being that this had to be done in order for the deceased to use it in the afterlife. The reindeer used to transport the person was sacrificed on site. Due to the frozen soil, caskets were not buried. Rather, they were kept above ground and covered in brushwood. If a child or infant passed, they were placed in sacks and hung on tree branches. The Buryat people practiced a similar burial technique. The deceased were dressed in their finest clothes, equipped with tools and weapons, and covered with stone, earth, or brushwood. Bodies were typically placed in areas where wild animals were found so that the soul could quickly go to its ancestors. Now on to sky burials. Sky burials are known to have been practiced by the Maksha people in central Russia. Wooden pegs were placed in the earth. A casket was placed on top. This method was reserved for shamans. Unfortunately, during Russian Christianization, many of these sites were destroyed. Kurgans were also a common burial type in ancient Russia. In 1990, archaeologists discovered the kurgans of Pazyryk, an ancient society that inhabited the Altai Republic of Russia in the 5th to 4th century BC. These kurgans were houses underground. Full log cabins were placed beneath the earth, as you can see in this image. After one died, he or she was placed in a log casket with belongings for the afterlife in a special room in the cabin. One of the most famous people buried this way is a shaman woman known as the Siberian Ice Maiden. She was discovered with 6 sacrificed horses and treasures. She was also very well preserved. In fact, you could even see the tattoos still on her. These kinds of kurgans were reserved for the wealthy and noble, such as herself. Other variations of kurgans or burial mounds were also used in central Russia, such as the Slavic kurgans pictured here. Lastly, dolmens, ancient megalithic tombs, were also used in Russia. These structures were made of sandstone or limestone and entailed 4 walls and a roof, with a hole in one wall for the body to be placed in. The oldest dolmens standing are located in North Caucasus, Russia, dating back to 3000 to 2000 BC. As you can see, there are a lot of interesting ancient Russian rituals. Many of these cultures today still practice some variations of these types. If you found this interesting, please leave a comment below letting us know any suggestions you have for future videos. Thank you.